All right, Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory and fear, always first and foremost to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Harakakadash. And double honors to our apostles and elders who taught us this truth and remain to rule well and the great examples as our leaders. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect brothers that striving for salvation across the four corners of the earth, and a few sisters that's starting to tune in. I say Shalom. I got this article. I'm gonna read through the article and then I'm gonna go into the scriptures. But it's about this vaccine that's coming up, because that's the big talk in the news. Is this vaccine? Is vaccine? See, what they've been doing is, ever since this whole coronavirus been came out on the scene, they've been basically taking people's. They've been pressured, squeezing people, quarantining people. People lost their jobs. People losing benefits. People are in, they're in unfamiliar territory, uncomfortable, situations. And I remember the elder brother Yashawamba said this a while back. He said, "Get comfortable being uncomfortable," and that's an excellent mindset to be in. Get yourself in a mindset that you're comfortable being uncomfortable. So when uncomfort comes, that's comfortable to you. So basically it says, I'm gonna read the title of it. This came out on November 29th. And it says, "We won't force vaccines, but you won't be able to buy, sell, trade without it." And that's just a prelude to what? To the mark of the beast. Because that's exactly what the scriptures say in Revelations 13 and 16. It tells you that you won't be able to buy, sell, or you won't be able to work. You won't be able to do anything in the society without having that, the mark of the beast. It says, Israel National News, although Health Ministry Director Hezi Levy yesterday insisted to report that we won't force people to take a vaccine. Israeli law doesn't allow for it. Now, here in America, they've already said that mandatory vaccines, and that they're gonna administer them by force. They have the military full military backing to administer everybody in the United States to get vaccinated. So this is what it was going on in Israel. It says Israel law does not allow for it. Speaking before the special Knesset coronavirus committee chaired by M.K. Yefet, Sasha Biton, Sheba Medical Center Chief Medical Officer and Chief Innovation Officer Dr. E.L. Zimmerman listed measures that are being planned to maneuver the population into vaccinating as a way of regaining freedom of movement. So basically, they're trying to trick the public, into gaining back their lives, going back to normal. All you have to do is get vaccinated, and then you'll be able to get your life back. It's basically, they're trying to trick the people, and they're gonna get celebrities and all these other people to get on board with it, in other countries too. It says this: the issue of how to motivate vaccine compliance has generated increased interest, with commentators such as Mike Cernovich writing, "Governments won't force you to take the vaccine. Amazon will, airlines will, banks will. You won't be able to buy, sell, or trade without the vaccine." So basically, they're going to put you in a situation to where, here, you want your life back, you want to be able to go and come without wearing a mask and without being prevented, and you want to get back to having your life before pre-coronavirus status, take the vaccine. Oh, and by the way, if you don't take the vaccine, you won't have these capabilities to be able to shop. You won't be able to fly. You won't be able to do your banking transactions. You won't be able to buy, sell, or trade, or any of these things. So it's like, it's a win-win situation if you just go ahead and get vaccinated. It says, as if underscoring Sinovich's words, Dr. Zimlickman told the committee another thing that will apparently come to our lives, starting in small numbers already in January, which is soon, and that the vaccines, if we're discussing how to create motivation for Israeli citizens to vaccinate, I agree you can't force the population. It won't work. We can talk about it until tomorrow. It won't work. And it like off top, it's primarily it won't work. It's not designed to work that way. They want people to comply with it, and that's the easiest way to get what they want if the people just do it, which is why they've been so much scaring people about the deaths and scaring people about the rising cases and taking people's abilities away and things away from people. They're going to take away people's they're supposed to be stopping a lot of people. Majority of people are supposed to be losing their unemployment like the day after Christmas, things like this. This is things that they're trying to use to motivate and insinuate this is the move that people need to make. Because if they have to force, that's gonna be pretty ugly for them, because people will rebel. People are gonna rebel. There's already people talking. It's all throughout the internet that people are not trying to take this vaccine. They're not trying to do it. So the best thing for them to do is try to trick or manipulate people into doing it. It says what is possible is to create motivation. Whoever is vaccinated will automatically receive green status. See, that's the trickery. It's like somebody, like you flying on a plane and you got to go to the coach, but you see, all the people in first class and how much better first class is. You're like, damn, I want to be in first class. You see people with this green status. I want that status. I want to be able to go there. I want to be able to, do these things. It says, therefore, you may, what is possible is to create motivation. Whoever is vaccinated will automatically receive green status. Therefore, ye may vaccinate and receive green status to go freely in all the green zones. They're open for you cultural events. They'll open to you the shopping malls, hotels, and restaurants. You may decide you're not vaccinating, and if you do want to enter these areas, you'll need to submit to a PCR test. And therefore, I will believe people will understand by themselves that the vaccines will return them to regular life, and they'll vaccinate themselves without our obligating them, because that's what they want to do. So, they're gonna put these statuses. I don't know how deep they're gonna go with it. Green status gives you full access to go certain places. Then you might have a blue status that prevents you from certain things. You might have a red status that you can't do nothing, or whatever the case may be. But it's all geared up towards the hour of temptation. It's all geared up towards the mark of the beast and the famine and the hour, the time of Jacob's trouble. This is what we're heading into. So I'm gonna go into the scriptures. This is Revelations 3, verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Because this is the time that's coming. We're coming into where, us men that the Most High has brought into this truth, and what we've been striving for all these times. We're striving for salvation. We're striving for, the Most High may have mercy upon us and deliver us, and ultimately Yahweh Shai is setting crowns on our head, and we being part of his elect, his governing body. These are the times that we're gearing up for, and it's coming into the times where you have to earn that crown. Crown is not going to be given; it's going to be earned. Every single brother that gets and receives a crown, get palms in his hands with a scepter in his hand, rulership. That man is going to earn that. It's not going to be given, and we're going to be, in a situation where the Most High is going to trials and, test that's gonna come our way. We gotta keep the faith. You know, that's not an easy thing to do. You know, it's a difficult thing to endure, because you don't know the mindset the Most High will place on you in those times. That's why we always say, Lord willing, that the Most High, preserve us, give us integrity, give us the faith, give us the strength, give us the courage, give us allow us to be faithful servants to the end, and lay down our blood if need to be as a martyr. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is going to happen to everybody is sitting on this earth. It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man shall take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of the Most High, that he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. Which that name, we have that name. It's refreshed. In other words, basically, it's being brought back. It's being given the fullness of what it's supposed to have. We hadn't had it in so long, but now we got it. We got it back. It's being refreshed, and the Most High has given us. The next thing to give is the complete power that comes with it. This is James 1:12. It says, "Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him." And that's what we that's it for me. Like that's the ultimate goal for me, is if I'm fortunate enough and blessed enough to where I'm standing in front of Yahushua, and he looks in my face, with honor, and tell me to bow my head, and he set a crown on my head, man. That's everything for me personally, and everything else that come along with that is bonuses. But I want to be able to be one of the men that the Most High had brought into this thing, and that he blessed me and kept me as a faithful servant, and didn't turn me away. It's verse 13. It says, "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted with when he draweth away of his own lust, and enticeth it. And then when lust had conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Do not err, my beloved brethren." And that's really, really heavy for whoever to fill out this truth, and it turns your back on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Like, man, that's I thank the Most High, that he blessed me and keep me to keep striving and serving him as a faithful servant, because people are getting tempted out of their own lust and getting drawn away in wayward doctrines, and giving up on this truth. And the Most High has certain men that's not gonna bow down their knee to Baal. That's why the scriptures say, the elect has Israel has not obtained what he's seeking for. The elect has, and the rest were blinded. So Lord willing, we're the elect, and that the Most High bless us to receive crowns. So we gotta buckle up. This is coming into the crunch time. The nitty gritty is coming. It's right here, man. It's right there. And I'm saying this first and foremost for myself, man. The Most High bless me and allow me to remain faithful, and that goes for all my brethren out there and the sisters that's tuning in. I pray that y'all remain faithful, and we all remain faithful. There's gonna be an elect, Lord willing. It's us. Lord willing, we're the hopeful elect, and the hopeful elect means we expected it. We expect to be saved. With that, I'm going to bring this lesson to a close. I want to say all praise, honor, and glory and fear to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who lead and rule our nation, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that's striving for salvation. Shalom.